Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming to our pitch day. Again, we are back any Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. UK time. So today we have four great founders. One is missing or will come soon, but we do not wait and we move forward. We are agnostic, so we do not select founders based on sectors, and we do not select founders based on stage. So we pretend to welcome everyone. So today we are hosting four great founders, and I would like to start with Adil. Adil, please, if you want to give a short introduction to who you are, and after we walk to RevGlue.
Perfect. Thank you. Hello, my name is Adil Farooq. I'm based in Manchester. I've been working in the digital marketing industry in the UK for the last 18 years. This is my second startup, and and I hope we'll raise some money today.
Please go.
Great. So, what is RevGlue? RevGlue is basically an affiliate marketing project, which is a B2B SaaS monetization platform for online publishers and influencers in the UK. The problem we are trying to solve is basically social media influencers and affiliates. They kind of struggle to monetize their websites, the social media channels, the contents they generate. So they generate a lot of content, but in order to monetize it, it's very difficult for them because they have to go to the brands, sign exclusive contracts with them, and have exclusivity with the brands. And there's a lot more they have to do. And by the time they get rejected. So that's the main problem at the moment. Also, same with the affiliates, content managers, when they generate lots of content, bloggers, they really struggle to monetize it. They need a simple platform where they can have access to deals and offers straight away within the SaaS model. And that's where we come in. So we have been around for the last 3 years. We launched in 2018. We survived the COVID pandemic as well. We raised actually 500,000 in the last two seed rounds. And then what we did basically, we built these unique tools. So we have specific tools for affiliates. So these affiliates can actually utilize the tools to make their affiliate marketing easy for them. And we have signed up to nearly 5,000 UK e-commerce retailers as well. So we have 100 million product database of the deals, which basically all these publishers can tap into it. All these tools serve a different purpose. So for an influencer, there's a different type of tool. In that tool, they have access to the data, they have access to the technology, the tracking, the payments is built in, everything in there. We also have some B2B partnerships with some of the top cashback sites. We provide them the technology, we provide them access to their deals as well at the same time. We're also building our own B2C website called Slick UK Deals, where we can have provide all the deals to the end user. So it's a B2B partnership we are having at the moment. So what is affiliate marketing? In affiliate marketing, basically what happens, the retailer is on one side, he has a product or a service to sell. On the other side, we have the publishers, affiliate influencers. They have the users that would like to monetize, they earn more money. So when they send the users over to the e-commerce retailers and they make a purchase, the e-commerce retailers have to pay a commission back to the publisher based on the order value. So it's based on CPA affiliate marketing model, basically performance model. So where we stand in the mix, basically, we help, we support the publishers, influencers in terms of technology, in terms of monetization, in terms of payments. We do have a competition in the market, so mainly from USA, Wicklink, and Skimlinks, but we offer more to our publishers. For example, they offer 60% revenue share. We offer 80% revenue share to our publishers in the UK. A bit of history here. So we launched in 2018. We raised 500,000 into 3 rounds, and now we're raising 500,000, and that's mainly going to be invested in marketing, mainly for building up a lead generation team here in the UK. We do have revenues. Last year we did about 70,000. This year we're expecting to be more than 100,000. We have 3,000 registered users for the website. We also have 8,000 lead prospects. That's a lead generation campaign we did in the last 6 months, and they're slowly converting at the moment into customers. The financial plan we have for the next year is basically that we are going to hit 750,000 pounds worth of revenues. And we have different revenue streams here, as you can see, the different tools we have built, and all of them are offering a separate revenue structure. What we are looking for is £500,000 in investment. We are offering 20% business equity at the moment on 2.5 million valuation. As you can see here, the 50% of that money will be invested in marketing, basically lead generation campaigns to acquire new user influencers, so they can join us and they can start using the tools and help us increase the revenue. Being a UK investor, you also have access to the ES tax insurance from us. So here is me. I've got my CTO, Furkan. He's been working with me for several years. Sean Carter, he's been working in the industry for 20 years, so he's our business development officer. I have my board as well. So Paul and Shakir, they are my seed investors. And I have GC Angels and Admithard, my last investors. And Nathan is our business investor from Manchester. Here's a tech team basically based in Lahore in Pakistan. So we have nearly about 25 people managing all the tech and the data at the back for us. Thank you very much for your time. I'm happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Adil. I will make a couple questions. The first one is, how do you stand out from the very crowded space? I've been talking for the last 24 months. I don't know how many funded that trying to make influencers making money.
Yes, basically, we are a full scale monetization platform, which means being an influencer, you don't have to go to the brand to sign a contract. So, if you are, for example, if you're a YouTuber and you're creating a video about a mobile and you wish to have link, you wish to have access to, for example, a mobile retailer like Carphone Warehouse. So, in that case, you have to go and sign exclusive contracts with them. We do that for you at the behalf. We also provide the technology to use it to make life easy for you. We also provide you the payment, so you don't have to get the payments from them. So we do all the hard work for you at the back, which means you don't need a designer, the developer, or a data manager. So we do all that job for you. The aim is that you have access to offers and deals and the technology, upfront, free of charge for you. And it's based on revenue share basis. So if you make money, we make money, the retailers make money at the same time. So it's a win-win situation for everyone.
In terms of making money, how the structure is built, it's a performance based.
It is performance based and it depends on the niche. For example, if we manage to sell a mobile phone and the retailer can pay up to even £200. And for different consumer products like fashion, they pay up to 15 to 20% of her commission on the basket value. Electronics normally pay 3 to 5%. Travel pay a lot more, basically even 20-30%. So it differs from industry and to niche.
How do you get on board both sides?
Well, with retailers, basically what we do, we talk to them, and if they have an affiliate program on an affiliate network or directly with them, like Amazon and eBay, we go and join them basically. And we have, or if they don't have it, we also have a technology. They can work with us directly. We have the tracking facility for them for all the stores who are not running affiliate campaigns. On the other side, the influencers, we are tapping at the moment with the affiliate networks. They have a large pool of affiliates and influencers. So we are working with one of the biggest affiliate network in the UK called WebGains and also Avin. So the aim is basically we tap into those and we provide them the technology. Why do they have to work with us rather than through the technology, through the affiliate network? Because if they work from one affiliate network, they only have access to the data on that network. But we actually aggregate content from all the UK affiliate networks. We are working for nearly 20 affiliate networks in the UK. So through us, basically, they can have a lot more data sets. They will easy to use technology at the same time, and they can have aggregated payments from us in one go.
That's my last one. Not all retailers are willing to use influencers. Not all influencers can actually help retailers, can even damage them. How do you match these two?
Well, when we actually work with the influencers, we ask them for certain piece of information. Where you're going to advertise, for example, this brand, and we can pass on this information back to the affiliate networks. We have built a system for them, so they can actually see where the click is coming from, where the sale is coming from, which website is driving the traffic, if they like it, if they don't like it. So we can post the affiliate or the influencer at the same time. So we have full control over it, and we are very open, working with both parties. On one side with the brands and the affiliate networks, and on the other side the publishers, affiliates and influencers.
If I'm a brand, if I'm a retailer, I have my brand, which I really take care of, and may I know who are the influencers, and can I tell you I don't want to work with them?
Yes, you can. We built a system basically that the affiliate networks can simply check who actually driving the traffic, for example, on the particular click. So we get the information about the influencer, and if they want us to block them, if they don't want to work with them, that's great. Initially, when they sign up with us, we ask a certain piece of information as well at the same time. At the moment, we are working within the UK, so all our influencers and publishers are based within the UK.
Thank you so much, Adil. Please stay with us because we are all back in the end, all together.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you. Darren,
Hello.
how's it
Hello,
going?
Max. Hi, very well.
Thank you for coming. Please go.
So I'm Darryl Butlin, and I am the founder of Hexology. Hexology empowers people to post digital media into the physical world. Hexology enables you to write your content into objects, spaces, and places to create extraordinary destinations that enrich people's experience of the world. Available on iOS and Android, Hexology is a new kind of digital interaction for a new generation, a platform at the forefront of the Web3 immersive media and augmented reality movement. Unlike other social media, you compose a message, but instead of posting your message online, post it into an object, a room, or into a public space for people to discover. With a digital wallet built in, Hexology will enable people to transform any location into their own personal point of sale. We aim to construct a marketplace and facilitate peer-to-peer payments, earning a commission on every transaction. With applications in events, hospitality, tourism, festivals, games, and more, Hexology brings your content to the surface, connecting you to everyone and everything whilst giving you access to local community. Live at the Brighton and Hove Business Show 2022, digital content was written into the entrance of the venue to advertise the event. And as you entered the train show, content created by all of the exhibitors was floating in the air around you. On the day of the show, engagement was high. Hexology received 2,000 API calls in the first hour, peaking at 2 hits per second. Old conventional social media is an echo chamber that filters and reflects only our existing interests and beliefs. With a lifespan of seconds, messages are lost in noise, trapped online, disengaging us from where our life is really happening. Whereas posting content into real physical locations enriches our experience of the world, nudging us outdoors to discover and share longer lasting, meaningful interactions and connections with people around you. We are launching through events because organizers and exhibitors want to create new experiences, boost audience engagement, and gather real-time analytics. Showcasing Hexology at events will gain access to different social tribes, and our community will grow. Agencies and brands will use Hexology to reach new audiences, generating income from sponsored content and advertising. It's well known, location-based media is engaging. We found if you tell people there is content written into a venue, they will install Hexology to discover it. After many live trials, our average conversion rate is 73%. We know participation in events will yield rapid growth. Our goal is to build a community of 5 million users in 18 months. A KPI market research indicates will trigger exponential growth, at which point we roll out lead generation and our premium service subscription. Born out of a robust process of human-centered design, the first prototypes were tested in 2016. Since then, we assembled an experienced multidisciplinary team working closely to ensure our visions align. After the prototypes were decommissioned, we rebuilt the platform using a new commercially scalable architecture. We seek £3 million to complete the technology to full specification and scale a global community. We will market the capabilities of the technology, promote the people that use Hexology, and tell stories about our ethos and values. 49% of the funding will go to product development and the balance on marketing and infrastructure, hitting profit within 2 years and then priming the market for an IPO. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you very much. Let me ask you, in being very practical, if I'm walking into a venue, what's going to happen?
So there will be content in the space. If you are content that you can engage with, content that you can automatically discover, it just comes to your phone without having to touch or scan a thing. And that content can be created by the event organizer. If it's a music venue, it could be an artist. If it's a trade show, it could be the exhibitors. And all of that content is just floating in the air around you. And as you walk in, it just comes to your phone.
But let's say I'm going to a show or any fair, whatever, and there are many exhibitors. How is it going to happen? Am I overwhelmed by so many contents, or there is a way I can choose the one I really want to receive and the one actually I don't want?
Well, it appears in a stream. So it will come to you in a bit like a feed of content. And there is also, we thought very hard about that user experience. We didn't want people's phone to go ping, 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 ping as you walked in. So what you can do is just, it automatically collects all your content that when you come into proximity of an exhibitor, you collect their content automatically. And then when you're sat down having coffee, you can look through and review it. I mean, how many times have you been to an event, Max, and not known what's happening around you? Well, with Hexology, it brings all of that content to the surface so that everyone is just connected to everyone and everything.
But may I need to walk into the venue, or for example, what's going to happen if I'm walking through London and I'm approaching a venue where something is happening?
And this is the great.
Please.
This is the great thing about Hexology. It's a creative environment. You can think about your venue, and you can post your content into a location outside your venue, and really design the experience that you want people to have.
In terms of money generation, how do you generate your revenue?
So we have various tiers of subscription plans, from a kind of an in-app freemium subscription upgrade, which gives you access to features. Then there is a premium service subscription. We also generate income from sponsored content and advertising, which I think will be the first revenue that we see. And then beyond that, there is other potential. There are games, there is enterprise level services, bespoke services. So there's lots of different revenue streams that we've identified.
So what's your aim? Where do you see your company in 3 years' time? Because what you're doing is pretty different from what many are doing. When you're getting a very different sector, a niche of the niche. Where do you want to go with this venture?
So what we see Hexology being is a platform that is seeding content into the world. So in the future, when people put on their AR glasses, they're able to discover that content. And you're walking through London or New York or any major city, and that content is coming to you through Hexology. So what we've done is we've built a platform that will allow content creators to upload everything from images and text to augmented reality. So that means that XR producers who currently struggle with having discovering their content, they could post it into Hexology, and then it will be discovered and found and shared and experienced through the Hexology platform.
Darren, thank you so much, and please stay with us. We are coming back soon.
Thank you very much, Max.
Thank you. Now, Juan, you are more than welcome to present yourself.
Thank you. Thank you for the time and the opportunity. Okay, hello, good afternoon. everyone. Welcome aboard. Did you know that the state of Florida in the US, there are more than 1 million recreational boats, and in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, more than 420,000, for which the owner only use 5% of the time during the year? My name is Juan Moniz, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Naughty 360, the digital platform that connects or brings the opportunity to middle class and upper middle class travelers to access nautical services worldwide. After three terrible episodes trying to access the boat rental services in Colombia, Mexico, and the US, we encountered that there was a lot of obstacles and informalities in the boat rental industry. For example, users don't know who to talk to or access when they want to rent a boat. Okay, too many informal intermediaries who puts an overprice or overcost up to 150% of the real price of the service, no certified boats to be chartered, and no insurance coverage during the experience. In the other hand, we see the marinas full of boats where owners suffer from high maintenance costs from an asset that they use a little. And what solution do we give to this? Connecting users directly with boat owners so they can receive the real price of the service, certified boats to be chartered, insurance coverage during their experience, and on the other hand, we can help boat owners to mitigate those high maintenance costs, generating revenue. That's why we created Naughty 360, an online marketplace that simplifies the entire logistic process to rent a boat or live a nautical experience. By 2024, the boat rental market is projected to have revenue of $58 billion a year. Naughty 360 seeks to position itself in Latin America, obtaining an important part of the market share in countries like Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, Peru, Chile, and Argentina. How do we make money? We charge 20% to boat owners for every booking received. We can confirm right now that we have services in more than 76 destinations worldwide in Latin America, North America, Caribbean, Europe, and Southeast Asia. Our global average ticket service started this year of $1,068 at the beginning, and now we have been reducing it to $820. This year, we can confirm that we have had GMV sales of $4.3 million so far, with more than 4,000 reservations successfully completed, with a 28% increase from last year and a retention of 38% of new customers. We have completed, since the company started, more than 6,000 bookings. Okay, and we have more than 12,000 active users in our platform. We have a customer acquisition cost of $62 and a lifetime value of $700. One interesting issue is that 70% of our new clients confirmed that it's the first time they ever rented a boat. We're developing our version 2.0, and so far we have completed 52% out of it. In this version, besides boat rentals and nautical experiences, we will have alliances with marinas where boat owners can park their boats, mechanics and boat parts for boat owners, insurance policies, and we're developing a software as a service boat management for boat owners so they can manage their boat in our platform. Key differentials from competitors. We do a very hard due diligence process to bring boats and experiences in our platform. We have insurance coverage for both users and owners. We finance through a third party tickets or services up to $500 maximum, and both owners and users can rate each other. The founding team has 10 years of background in the banking nautical sector and developing software for the startup ecosystem in Latin America. Up to date, we have raised $280,000 from angel investors and 1BC, and we have leveraged ourselves as well with the company profits. Our goal this year is to reach $6.4 million in GMV sales and more than 5,000 bookings. Well, thank you very much for the time, and we invite you to come on board and democratize all nautical services and make them accessible to all.
Thank you, Juan. Let me ask you, which kind of boats are we talking about?
Any recreational boats, since 15, 20 feet boat onto bigger yachts, 100, 120, any type of vessel, not only in the oceans, but we have experiences also in rivers, okay? And for example, in Peru, in the Brazilian Amazons, okay, we have experiences. So all type of boats that can be rented or can offer a tourist or recreational experience.
But how do you get on board? I mean, let's say 20-meter boat is start to be pretty big, very expensive. How do you manage uh, the people getting booking and I don't know having an entire boat feel enough to go? Because
Yeah.
and if you have a big boat, you need a lot of people unless you have a very rich people you on your platform booking.
No, let me tell you something. We are focused on middle class and upper middle class users. Very rich people have their own concierge. They don't even go to an app and do a reservation. Okay, they have their own assistants that they do the reservation from themselves. We have clients. Okay, and we work, but not. I mean, their assistants don't go into our app since they give us a call. We have a sales department that take care of those sales or those clients, for example. But how we do pretty much is just that these type of services, before technology was part of our society, right now it was mainly focused for high end customers. Okay, what we want to bring is just through technology. Give the opportunity to middle class people, for example, to access this type of services. Before there was a lot of like contracts and due diligence process. So somebody can actually so a boat owner was felt comfortable renting their boat. But right now we take care of that, the whole situation. We do due diligence on both sides. Boat owners and users. And right now, for example, what we're doing is just we're through an API. We're working with these OTAs, online travel agencies, like Get Your Guide, Expedia, for example, .com. So they can offer in their websites boat rental charters, for example, that comes from us.
But if I'm a solo traveler, I want to
Mhm.
come to a platform because I want to go have my experience and then being on a boat and I want to go by just myself. Can I
Yeah.
find someone else?
I mean, there are so much. It depends on the destination. Usually, the boat. If you go by yourself, you have to rent the whole boat because they're private experiences. But depends on the season. On and in the destination, sometimes the owners are open to fill the spots, and bring like 8 to 10 people at the most for a day charter. Okay, because that's something else. Before, usually the boat owners rent you the boat for like 3 days or a week at least. But right now, through technology, the most demand that we have is the day charter, because most of the people don't. I mean, they're not gonna go in a boat for a week if it haven't been for a day. So that's what we that's I mean, the demand that we have the most is day charters. So it depends on the destination, and the season, for example, that an owner is open to fill spots, if there are only single people that want to go there.
Me, this is my last one. If I'm
Mhm.
coming to your platform and having my booking, can I book also entertainments during my 7 days, 2 weeks traveling around with my boat? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you can have add-ons, like if you want to do like scuba diving, or
Yeah.
if you want to do like fishing, or any sort of water toys that comes with the boat, and it's and they're rented separately, for example. Yeah, you can do it through in our platform.
So what's the next market? I saw you are pretty much in Latin America today. Where are you going
Yeah.
next?
What we're trying to do right now is just we're our efforts, okay, in the user acquisition side. It has been focused in Latin America since all of our other players in the world, our competition, are focused on in their own local markets. Latin America, it's a lonely, so that's why we saw an opportunity to create this company and try to give this solution to Latin users. And next year, what we're trying to do, and maybe we're trying to study an M&A, merger and acquisition strategy, in more developed countries like in Europe or in the US, for example. So we go in through that way to set a foot in those markets, because those markets are pretty. I mean, those are the biggest ones. But competition, it's pretty position itself, but the markets are big. I mean, I believe that there's a space for everybody. But that's our strategy for to going into Europe and in the US.
Thank you so much, Juan. Please stay with us.
Okay, thank you.
We close with Marcus. How's it going, Marcus?
Molto bene, grazie.
Molto bene, ma you need to speak in
Yeah,
English.
of course.
Just me and you speak Italian. At least here. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Please
very much
give you
for
introduction.
having me. What you're doing with Equity Match is really great. Thank you. So I'm Spectalix, Spectrum Spectacular. We're an AI company in Israel. I understand that most of you investors are from Europe. You should know that I'm originally from Switzerland. But after high school, I immigrated to Israel.
Please go.
So we're all about engagement and exposure. We really are dealing with a very, very big problem that content publishers like broadcasters and sports teams have. These are our biggest two markets. They have apps, of course, digital assets, but even though they have still millions of users, sometimes tens or hundreds of millions of users, they're not very engaging, because all the traffic has migrated in the last couple of years, especially during COVID, to the big social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. We're trying to help them out to engage their users on their own app, and this comes with a lot of added values, which I will explain. So our product is basically a user-generated content platform, a video platform that we offer as an SDK to be integrated into their app or as a white label app. Now, our main feature is really segmentation in live on video and on a mobile phone. And that girl here, she plays the guitar on a bed, which is kind of nice. But now all of a sudden she's being cut out in live from a background placed on stage with the band. If this band is now a famous band, there's nothing more engaging than this. And she's going to share with her friends on social media as well. And people see that there. I can't do it on TikTok and Instagram. I have to come here to the app of the brand. So the examples we can work on are almost endless. You can sing with someone or play the guitar with a band. You can be part of a movie scene or an intro here like James Bond. You can dance with a famous dancer or influencer. You can obviously interact with an athlete or a player of any sport. Children will love it because they always love to see themselves together with their animated characters, or in this case, puppets. We did a pilot with the Big Brother show in Israel, which is pretty phenomenal. So we also did a pilot with a local sports team here, football team in Jerusalem. The KPIs that we gathered are simply phenomenal. I think 74% of the users downloaded the app and registered, and 76% edited and produced the clip, at least. And these are very strong numbers. I wanted to show you a short video so you know what we're all about. Turn off the the sound. So this is the app that we did for them. It's a white label app, no SDK, obviously customized with their colors. and it will show a couple of videos that they create with their players. Players usually on one side of the screen doing something, and the user now has to place himself in this same scene on on the other side. We do here live capture, so this goes being cut out in live from a background. The stool there is not registered, of course, and now she goes into the editing platform. You can resize her or move her around with 2 fingertips. You can add text, you can add colors, you can add also stickers, branded stickers. This is something very, very unique that you can be together with the star of the team. And this is just too engaging to be true. And now you see if you look at her legs or her feet, the accuracy is around 85%. In real time, we're going to send this now to the cloud. We'll come back, render to around 95%. This is the final clip that we're going to share now on social media. I'm going to use here a Telegram. What you're going to see is a thumbnail with a video, very engaging, and also obviously the link, which will give us all the KPIs because it travels around the internet on different places. All right. Now, value proposition. As I said, user engagement. That's very clear. And then, of course, it will bring new users to the app. And the user and usage data is something that we give the sports club or the broadcaster, which is a phenomenal added value. And revenue streams, you can really make a lot of money with it. We can go to pre-rolls, sponsorships, or even better, native ads. You can just blend in the logo of the sponsor. And you can also charge the user if we're talking about real big celebs. So also Instagram and TikTok, they're doing live video and video segmentation on the phone, mostly for the selfie camera. But we build a whole product around it, and you can use it with branded media assets, which you can't there. We are, as I said, B2B. We're like a TikTok for businesses, and you have full access to user data, monetization options, which you don't have on social media. And we have a back-end system with moderation capabilities. You can really moderate the clips because not all the videos from users are going to be very complementary to the talents and to the brands. So we protect the brands. This is our business model. We split it up in 3 categories: small, medium, and large. So here, the large team, for instance, let's say minimum of 5 million users, we have very, very moderate assumptions, 3.5% conversion rate, where actually we saw with the local football team, we have over 50% conversion rate. And that gives you the annual revenue based on the user fee, and which is based on usage volume. And we can also add some additional services, user data, video processing, and moderation. This is our core team. You see, we have been there. We did mistakes. We learned from them. We're all serial entrepreneurs. We have now a sales guy in LA for the huge US market. And we also set up a sales team in Seoul, in Korea, for the Asian market. These are our milestones. We started working on the app in April 2019. We raised $2 million from a few private investors in New York. And we also got 2 grants from the Israel Innovation Authority, totaling $700,000. We have now paid pilots with the Big Brother show, Africa XP, which is a South African broadcaster, and Warner Brothers, which could be a very big thing. And we're also planning a pilot with a tier 1 soccer club. We expect initial deals in Q1, and we're trying to raise $1.5 million as a pre-round A, and that's about it.
Thank you so much, Marcus. Let me ask you, who are today your main clients? Who actually is very much using your platform?
I hope I mastered the 5 minutes. I'm not sure though.
No problem. Go. Who is using the most your platform today in terms of business? Can you hear me?
Okay, you're back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. I'm sorry, you didn't hear me? Sorry.
Who is using today your platform? What are your main clients in terms of business?
So we are a B2B company. So our clients are really the brands. Broadcasters is number one, and sports teams. Although we only are in the piloting phase, but we're going to finish these pilots hopefully by the end of the year. But these are the two largest markets. How big the total market is, how many users they have, in the millions, of course. Yeah.
In terms of if I want to make a video on your platform, how does it work? I'm not a business. I
if
want to
you
use the
if
platform.
you want to, so if you are, I don't know which is your soccer team. Let's say
Juventus.
you're where? Which one?
Juventus, I'm
Ah,
Italian.
Juve. Okay.
Of
So you
course.
Va bene. Okay, so Juventus, you go on their app if they have our Spectalix enabled platform. You will see there already pre-recorded clips of their great players, and you just choose on one of them and create the clip. The onboarding is very, very fast. We can do this in less than 5 business days. If it's a white label app, they will send us the design, and we just implement it on the app. They look more or less the same. Or we give them the SDK, and then they have it on their own app. They don't have to deal with customer acquisition because they already have whatever millions of users on their app.
So if I go on their website, I can put myself in any video, and I don't have any problem to share the
No,
video.
it's not. We're not dealing with apps. We decided to go for the mobile apps. I mean, we're not with the website you mentioned. It's the app. You have to go onto the app
Yeah,
of Juve,
yeah. Well,
and there you are. You can engage and interact with all the players, and it's up to the creative team. We can give them some advice. You can create phenomenal footage, where the person, the player, says something and you respond, and you can also go to the locker room and pretend you're the manager. You can, say to the players next to you what they should do after halftime. Many funny things you can do. Great.
how different are you from the main source, like I don't know, TikTok, all these kind of progressions?
So as I said, there you can really seamlessly, instantly merge with branded footage. You would have to download and upload it. But anyways, we have met with people from TikTok. We are going a different way. We are like a TikTok for businesses, meaning we have this amazing video technology that we offer the brands to put it into their apps. And that's not instead of their activity that they already do on TikTok and Instagram. That's in addition. And the other values that they see, and that's the feedback we got, is very, very big. They all said, oh my gosh, we really want to engage our users on our own digital assets. We want to maybe even monetize stuff. We have our sponsors anyways. Why not? And we want to moderate the content, because especially if you talk about Juve, but that applies to every football club in Europe, you hear a lot of curses, and you might go into the app of a team that you don't like, and then you're going to start showing your middle finger and curse the team and curse the players. So we have this amazing back-end moderation system where the curses are being sifted out, and also some gestures are being sifted out, and people usually have to register with their phone. So everything is really secure. Always happen an accident, but in most cases it's pretty secure, as we saw with the pilot we had with the local soccer club.
Just the last, how do you monetize? How this business pay for your service?
So initially, actually, we thought of revenue sharing, which have been phenomenal for us because we are pretty sure that this is very engaging. They can get those sponsors. They pay millions of dollars or euro to those teams, to the big teams. We could get a part of that. But then we saw that that's not going to be feasible. You have to go into their books, and you have to. They don't want it either. So they prefer a user fee, which is based on volume. So we say 10 to 15 cents per clip that is being produced, and upload it on the cloud. And what we also saw that they can turn around the clubs and go to their sponsors. They get at least 3 to 4 times the amount that they pay us. So also on the financial side, it's a no risk, but the beauty of it is obviously engagement and exposure. They have huge exposure there.
I mean, I love what you're doing. It's extremely cool. I'm pretty sure you're very much engaging. Thank you so much, Marco. Please stay because we are right now all together back.
Oh, great. Molto grazie.
Molte grazie. I would love to speak Italian, but we can't. Although one, I do believe speak Spanish, is close to us. Now, let me close. We finished, and it's 46 minutes. Very well done. And I will like to close with starting from the last but not least. Absolutely. Marcus, I want to start with you. Why investors should invest in your venture and yourself, of course, your team?
We have a unique product. The product was actually created based on thousands of hours of discussions we had with the brands. They really want this. The feedback has been phenomenal. And the price is very fine with them. We have also an experienced team, and we're about to create revenues in the beginning of next year. So this is exactly the time an investor, private investor or early stage VC should come in.
Thank you, Marcus. Wish you all the best and hope we can bring you some fun today.
Thank
you. You're welcome.
Hi, Max.
Why investing?
Well, I truly believe that we have a very, very good opportunity in becoming the Latin American leaders regarding regarding boat rental and nautical experiences services, and that will give us the strength to going into the more developed markets, like Europe and in the US, like I said. We have a very nice opportunity. We are the only ones that are focusing on the region right now, and then that's my belief in our results. Give me the reason. Shows itself that we have been growing. Hopefully we'll reach our goal or close to the goal that we had. That will be a 280% increase in year-over-year income, okay, or GMV sales, and we have a pretty constant increase in the number of bookings, okay, and the active users, it's growing as well. So I'm very happy. We have a long way to go, but I think there is a very nice opportunity to go in here.
Thank you, Juan. And again, all the best and hope we can bring something to you today. Darrell, welcome.
Yes. So at Hexology, we have a vision. We have a team. We have a product and proven market fit. The digital media landscape is evolving. The time is right, and after many years of development, we're in the right place at the right time. Hexology represents a new generation of digital media interaction design. Invest in Hexology, and you will be a part of that.
Thank you so much, Dara. And again, I do hope we can bring you today.
Thank you, Max.
Adil, let me close with you. So why bring you money in Manchester?
Sure, thank you. I think the first of all is the domain knowledge. So we've been working in the industry for over 18 years. So we do understand affiliate marketing. I had my previous startup in the similar industry. I was running that for 7 years without any investment. Then I sold it to a group in the Netherlands. So there's a lot of domain experience. On second hand, we already raised $500,000. We invested that money into the technology. We have users. We have tech team. We built it. So we've proven the concept in the UK. So what we want to do with this new investment is basically, get up to 100K a month in revenues next year. And then the plan is to take this project or this product basically into the USA market as well, hopefully at the end of next year. So I think we are the right company at the moment, at the right stage for anyone who wishes to come on board with us and support us, because we have done all the right things in the first 3 years and get to the stage where we are today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope we can go to this stage. And thank you to all of you, Marcus, Juan, Darrell, Adi. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you all that it is. We've been watching. For everyone who wants to know more about our funders, just get in touch with equitymatch.co and our team will make the fruitful introductions. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I just want to say, Max,
Bye bye.
we seem to have, we are like twins tonight. We have a white shirt, we have a gray sweater, and we have the same type of glasses. So
it does. It does. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And the same hair. Okay.
Take care. Bye bye.
You're well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.